Hello, everybody. Manlius here, and welcome back to another episode of As We Descend. And we should be on, let's see, depth 3. Yep. And we're playing as the guild again. And so we have our gamut of guild characters here, one of which sadly is dead, and that's our ranger, who is probably one of our more stronger characters, as he's able to auto attack from that support area. Okay. But before we get started with the depth, we have a slew of townsfolk that we have to talk to first. And as always, we'll talk to the Troika Council. And as like the other depths, we're going to increase our squad members by 1. I'm half tempted to do it with our ranger. But let's see who else is lacking. Our chemist. And our chemist is more of a frontline soldier. So let's get them on par with the other ones. Increase them to 4, and that brings their health up to 44, which is wonderful. Let's see what Ava's Mercy has. And we can restore dead units. So we'll get our ranger back. The work pit. Oh, we get our 3 allies, which is wonderful. And then finally the workshop to draft new tech. So let's see what we'll have the option of choosing from. Alright, and we have Possibility Trove. At the end of each turn, a random card in your stash costs 1 less flow until played. That's not bad. Observatory. After you reserve your first card each turn, draw 1. Okay, so we can get more cards with that. Draw 1 extra card each turn while you have units equal to the max battle limit. So this only works if I get the max units each battle. So the conditional, not conditional, because this will... Oh no, my stash is conditional, because I think my stash is down here and not my draw pile. So I think I will take Martial Armory. Well, no. Which one? Yeah, our stash. Okay. So, yeah, let's take Martial Armory. It's kind of the most basic one. Because I have yet to really get good, I guess you could say, with the mechanics at this point. So we have plenty of allies. Let's see if we can heal anybody. Because if we rest at the tavern... That's cooldown 2. So by the 3rd cycle, we could get our thing. But let's get our favor up first. Darn it. So we only get 1 favor, 1 charisma. Okay. Let's send out an expedition force and see if we can't get some force field back. Because the Genesis looks rather menacing. Alright. Well, we have the Sentry system. They are armored. Enemies can have armor, reducing damage taken from each hit. Damage can be reduced below 1. Red alert. Okay. Let's see. Can the surgeon go in alone? We got rupture, deal 9 damage, damage fixation. I want to say that they can. More so than the chemist. Yeah. Let's take a look at the technician. 4 damage. Technician would actually be good too on its own. Let's see. Gain flow each turn. Special attacker. Let's do the technician and see how we fare. All right. So they're already going to be attacking us and our lantern. So our lantern's going to take 6 damage. What I'm thinking is we do this. And we end it there. Okay. I want to protect my lantern, so that's who I'm going to be prioritizing. We can build up shock. We have 1. Let's get that on there. So this guy seems to be doing the most. Let's get him up there. We can apply 2 dizzy to him. His armor is really what's bringing us down right now. Let's save that flow for next combat. Alright. Let's see. 4 damage and shock. Let's go ahead and we're going to take him. I can take him out. And then we'll get the 5 barrier. Just to negate a little bit of that damage. No, and we've got it all. Awesome. Okay, so I'm missing 2 favor. Persistent, he's going to attack again. I could overflow, apply 4 shock. I don't know what good that's going to do me. Let's see. That's 8. Okay, we can't get shock up, but we can get 3. So I think he'll apply shield and we should be good. Okay. Shock blast or feeble. Let's do feeble. Bring their attack down. And then we can't really do much else. We'll end it there. Okay. Would like to just keep the damage up. Damn. So we were close to getting them staggered. Because if you see that it's a little darker color, so orange instead of yellow, that means that we have a chance to stagger while he's in the zone. So we don't necessarily have to fill up the bar. A bit of an RNG element there, but we will stagger him now. Alright, let's just finish him off. And great. And we did well because we didn't lose any health on our technician. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that. And we have 7. So we can do these 2 and roll the dice for this major growth. But we at least have to do this one. Okay, get the amorphous ore. That is 100%, so we can take this. Alright. Let's get our reactor rod. Let's put our reactor rod in. Restore 20. Be at 46. What can we do with our amorphous ore? Draft a new lantern card or a powered modification. Let's try a powered modification if we can get it. Nope. Okay. We could get another seeker beam. What is our current lantern cards? Okay, hyper beam, seeker beam. I could get rid of the shock blast because that does cost 4. I think I might do that. Because those high cost cards are sometimes harder to play. Simple technology, sulfur favor. Let's get draft a new tech. Okay. And the choices here are impossible construct. When you acquire this, draft a miracle card. You will always get to choose from one additional option while drafting miracles. I can't exactly remember what miracle cards are, though. But that's okay. Draft a miracle card. Crystalline Petals. You begin each battle with Flow Crisp 2 in your draw pile. That's also not bad. Getting 2 of those, I can increase my flow if I needed to make like a last-ditch play. The Effusing Wings. After you spend your first favor each battle, gain 2 rune. I don't really use rune for this build. Crystalline Petals might be good. Let's try Impossible Construct. Okay. Oh, wow. Holy. Oh, okay. They're single-use cards. That's right. So our options are to restore 10 health to all friendly units, banish all affliction cards in your battle deck, then draw 3, or inflict 42 stagger, then if it's staggered, also apply stun 1. So that's almost like a free turn. Banish all affliction may not be bad either. But restoring 10 health is also good. I think I might go with this one. Especially since this boss, staggering it's going to be very helpful for its faces. Okay, let's see if we can heal any of our folks. Chance encounter, quest for light, or buying the goods. Oh, sorry, just... I can't remember if there's any chance encounters that provide health. Risky encounters, probably not. Quest for light. We'll just send to our atelier. So draft a lantern card to replace an existing card. If no starter cards remain, it becomes a shop. I've yet to see that happen because it's hard to keep track of those initial lantern cards. Pay 1, buff a unit with over barrier. Let's see what the lantern card is. Gain 2, add lockstep for 1 favor or safety bubble. Do we need any barrier? I could do quick boost, but quick boost is kind of good to have. Hyper beam, I don't really have the favor to play it right now. That doesn't mean I won't later. I don't think we'll do anything. Yeah, we won't do anything. All right. Let's send out an expedition. Let's get this computation chip. And we'll see who we're up against. Enemy surveillance. Attack power and armor critically decreased. wretched things thrive in dark places. And so in order to break their gaze, we have to switch zones. All right. So we can only take one. And I think our technician's probably going to be the most versatile here. Okay. So he's going to hit both the support zone and the guard zone. But it always misses, so we're going to have to reposition. This is single use, so once I use it, it's gone. Right? That was what the... Yeah. So I want to save that for the boss. So he's probably going to be our biggest issue. So we'll just start getting the hurt on him. Okay, now we have Unbroken Gaze on us, which is minus 99. Luckily, the enemy is not attacking this turn. Alright, we can get that. They're not attacking. I think we're good there. So we did pull a dread. Our lantern is going to get hit. Let's see. I could do this and get that extra planning to draw an extra card. But I think... What's the game planning 3? I don't really need the 3 flow though. So let's just get him down. Okay. Gain 1 rune, apply barrier, overflow. Let's go ahead and apply that. Detain, deal 1 damage, 1 damage, shock 2. Okay. That's not going to be helpful, so I need to do that. And we got to apply feeble. And we're going to get barrier on our lantern. I really need to draw a reposition. There we go. Okay. Now I get out of that gaze. Those are unplayable, but we can apply... We can... attack bonus to him. He's going to move, which is good. Let's get some shock on him. Nothing to move us. Can do this. Build that up. And he's just going to end up moving back to the other zone again. So let's get persistent barrier back up. That way we don't have to worry too much. So let's get some shock 4. Apply 14 damage. And be the end of it. Wonderful. Yeah, our technician's good at soloing. So even better when they're combined with people. Let's grab that computation chip. And then we have 6 scavengers. So what are our options? I would like to get the favor. Okay, so we get 3. Then we have a Mythian growth. Or can definitely get that one. This one is definitely less of a chance to be successful, not only because of the 40%, but because it's also hazardous. Let's give it a shot. Awesome. A steel monster bone, rich in calcium and titanium, ideal for alloying. Well done. Okay, who wants the computation chip? I thought there was another person here that needed it. Let's give it to the lantern researcher. Okay, what do we want to upgrade our lantern card to? So that'll cost 0. Hyper beam goes down to a 1 favor cost, which I think is great. That just gets quick draw, barrier. Let's do hyper beam. Yeah. Or steel monster bone. I don't want to pawn it. I don't really need the copper. Okay. What can we draft? We can get absorbent mass to increase barrier received by all sources by 2. Not bad. Quick guard. Begins battle in the guard zone. Also not too bad if we're trying to maximize our folks and where they're at. And Trailblazer. Whenever this switches to the guard zone, its next attack applies Dizzy 3. So that's only good if we have repositions. Absorbent mass, I think, might be good with this undulating barrier. Trailblazer would be good for staggering. Bloody Blade. Yeah, I think absorbent mass would be the best to get with our technician. All right, we have a lot of allies to use. I'm going to save her for our innkeeper just so we can guarantee heals. We can send this person on a risky encounter. Let's get the bandages because I want to use those for our rangers. Let's send them on a chance encounter. The Elder's preaching echoes through the plaza aglow with new light. Reaching the gathered masses, the sermon has grown rapturous. It is the seeker of light themselves, in our moment of need. Praise be unto them, that the corruption has now washed away. How may we honor thee? And we can pay 2 favor to seek a champion, and we choose a unit. It gains a random perk. Ooh. For 2 favor, I think we'll try it. What do we want? Let's see. I kind of want to get it for our rangers. Or we could finish off with our technician, but that's kind of risky to take the last slot. So let's do our surgeon. And our surgeon gets dizzy. Okay. Let's go on our last expedition. Let's get the amorphous ore, the collector, the old mentor. Let's just get our artifact fragment. And we're going to send the same person. Our technician. Because they've been doing rather well by themselves. Alright, and we're up against the adapted vermin. Who have Swarmer, Regeneration, and Splat. Alright. An even tougher breed of vermin. Any part of their slime can reconstitute the whole if left unattended. And we can only take 1. So we want to see who can do area damage. So Bloody Harvest would be good because they can also apply Rupture. But we need to make sure that we can get Stagger. And right now, the only thing that we have is Starhammer and Hyper Beam, but that costs favor. Dizzy 3. I mean, we build up Stagger by attacking, but I don't think that's exactly wise. I think we got to go with our technician again. I think that's probably the best option that we have. Okay. We do have our bandages, just in case we need to get some quick health in. Because we are going up against 3 enemies, and right now, they're going to apply a status for delayed damage. Okay. So, I think what we'll do is we're going to get our barrier up. All right, so that is good there. And then let's go after the weakest. Okay, so we're gonna have 6 delayed damage. We have 12 barriers still, so I think we can take that. Let's get... What we could do is we could honestly take this guy out with our hyper beam, but we lose a favor. I think we might do that actually. Quickly get him out. We have seeker beam. Let's fixate on this guy, and we'll just keep it going. Okay, we do have a little bit of gunk. Nothing really to help us out right now. They're going to switch zones, can also be reserved. Alright, we're just going to hold on to that flow then. Take a little bit of damage, which I'm not too concerned about. So let's go ahead, apply shock there. We're going to get hit for 9. What we can do is, again, we can hyper beam and do that. Okay, then let's get our seeker beam, finish him off. That hyper beam came in really clutch. So what do we have? We can get our artifact fragment. I would like something. Let's see, we have 6. Let's go for the Mythian core. Ancient data log. Radiant lines matching Ava's crown. Wonderful. Alright. This artifact fragment. Oh, we can't give it to our elder to assemble technology. I wonder if I can keep it in my... Oh, I could sell it for favor. Let's get a Blessing of Ava. And another single-use card that's probably going to be helpful for our boss. Add Ava's Answer, which deals 10 damage and 20 stagger to an enemy. That's really good. Apply 15 barrier and persistent barrier 5. It's also really good. I think we're going to go with Celestial Salvation. I'm going to hold on to this artifact fragment because what I want to see is if we can give this to the reliquary to assemble technology and it goes to our discard pile. After this. Oh, no, it may not. Actually. Will it? Or should we just sell it for favor? I think we actually might sell it for favor. Okay, no, we'll go to the discard pile. Let's do a chance encounter. Awesome. We can heal a unit. That's exactly what I wanted. Because we're going to heal our rangers. So let's go ahead and go to the next cycle. You're about to skip your cycle. Discard all cards in your hand if you are certain. Yeah, because will that go back to our draw pile? That I can't remember. Let's see. I want to say it does. All right, let's see what the Lantern Researcher has for us. Draft a Lantern card to replace an existing one, or your item will return the next cycle. I don't think we need another Lantern card, so we're just going to leave it as is. Let's give our artifact fragment to the reliquary. So good to know, and we'll get a favor. Let's also send out an expedition force, and I want to get the super grub. Specifically for our rangers. All right, webbed up. And webbed up make sure that we can't switch zones. By the time you feel the tug of the webs, you're already trapped in their tangle. I think we're gonna bring all three. Just to ensure a victory. Let's see, okay. Alright, let's see. 1 armor bonus, barrier. Let's go ahead. We're going to apply burning to him. We're going to do that. And 15 is going to go into the guard zones. So we're fine there, but we're going to take 8. So let's go ahead and get that barrier on our lantern. Alright. We also have that one favor to apply shocking, but I want to save it for our beam. Okay. This might be a little tough right now. So let's go ahead, send these guys forward. I want to get that. Okay. Yeah, they're going to chew all that damage, which is okay for now. Let's see. We're going to get that negated. Okay, we're going to reposition. Oh, I can't reposition. I'm webbed. Damn. I may have to use my star hammer. Okay, I'm gonna get 12 damage there. I need to negate it though. No, that's not gonna help. Yeah, I need to negate it. As much as I can, at least. I was hoping to save that for the boss. Damn, that's gonna take 24 damage. I can't. I might lose these guys, the chemists. I gotta use my bandages on them. Attack bonus. It's gonna take 5. Alright, he's down. I can focus on the webbers now. Especially since they're going to be attacking these front guys. I want to get the barrier up. I want to get that going. I gotta put that in my rune pile. Taking a lot more damage than I was expecting. Okay. We can get him out. Apply burning there. Get him staggered. Put that in our pile. Deal 4 damage and get him out. Okay. That was alright. I'm hoping that this super grub can restore a lot of that health missing on my units. We can get this Mythian growth with a pretty sure chance of success. Let's try it. Awesome. Computation chip. Let's get our super grub. Revive, heal. Restore unit to max health. I want to do my rangers. Computation chip. Let's see. Modify lantern card power modification. I am tempted. Let's see. If we modify a lantern card, we can upgrade it to its enhanced form, which would be good. Let's see. Anything that we can. Getting the barrier up would be good. 7 barrier probably be the best. That would cost 0 and gain a charge though, so that's automatic damage. Let's see, I can't heal yet. It's going to be next cycle. We do have 20. I don't need that monster bone. Would like to get the favor though. Okay, let's send out one more expedition force. Let's see, 46. Let's go for the reactor rod. And the only reason I want to do that is because if I can keep that barrier up, or maybe I can give it to somebody that we haven't brought it to yet. But at the very least, I don't have to worry about protecting the lantern for the boss battle. So sentry system, and they're armored. So enemies that have armor reduce damage taken by 1 for each hit. Red alert. So we've battled these guys before with just our technicians, so I think we'll go in with them again. Okay. So they can't hit the lantern. We'll just spend that last one. I'm gonna hold on to that. Alright, we have Hyper Beam back. 30 damage. Let's see how much it's gonna do. Okay. So he's gonna do 4, 8, 12. Not enough to kill it. But definitely gonna hurt a little bit. Ooh, we might lose our lantern actually. Six. Yeah, we might lose it. Damn, that sucks. Rats. Vengeance. Acquire revenge battle to battle next cycle. The same enemies remain here and keep their current health, or expedition will be abandoned and gain 1 favor. Let's do courage and get the favor. Even in the face of overwhelming loss, human resilience shines through. Because we've always done the revenge battle, but we've never done the favor one. Okay. Work for copper. We could get more copper. Do a chance encounter. Let's see. Draft a lantern card. Buff a unit. Switch a zone. Apply feeble 3 and shock. No. Okay. I want to get that reactor rod. And the Wandering Strider, heavy plating, receives only 0.5 stagger from ranged attacks, and Afflictor, and Spawner. So you can spawn additional minions. Enemy unknown. Prepare to defend yourself. We're going to take both, because I don't want to risk that happening again. Okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and get Seeker Beam going. I want to reposition these guys to the front. We'll get Dizzy as well. And we'll do that. $30 damage, 30 stagger. Might spend it. Yep. We're going to do that. Let's go ahead. Hit that weak spot. All right. Okay. We could end it here, which we're going to do. I got the favor. I'm going to use it. Okay, let's get that reactor rod. Prepare for our boss battle. Let's get the favor. And let's go ahead and get this one as well. Apply 3 barrier. Also apply fading armor 1. Or circulating light, or beam strike. Anything, let's see. I think I might get, well, no, overflow would be good to get flow. But I haven't really used it much, to be honest. But I would like this barrier card, so I think we're going to do that. And I think we're going to get rid of Overflow. And that way Hyper Beam can be one of our primary favor cards to get that damage. Let's see. Powered Research. Chance Encounter. What should we do? Powered Forge. I'm curious. Let's try it. You would give us this vital resource. We are honored to be in your presence. Gain 1 favor. Supplies the market plaza for the future. Okay. Let's try it. Work for copper. We could do well with a bit more copper. Also gain 20 copper or gain 40. One-time use. Let's gain 40 for the future. Okay. Draft a lantern card. I think we're good on lantern cards, so we're going to return to the next cycle. Prepare defenses. Let's see. Let's restore 10 health. All right. Risky encounters. What's a risky encounter look like for us? A simple game of rolling the bones is taking place in the market. Are you in? Double or nothing. Ooh. Let's bet on tails. You await the roll. And it's a bust. The gambler takes all the coins and darts away, cackling. Draft your unit action or take your chances. I don't think we need unit action, so we're going to take our chances. Your old mentor has an odd artifact encased in soot and resin. Pulses with an ominous glow. A dissolving agent from the apothecary could safely do the trick, or you could have one of your units hammer it away. Choose one of your units against both a perk and a random wound. I want to see what these wounds are. I don't think we've acquired a wound yet. Let's do it on our chemist. Okay, so the wound is they begin exerted. All right, that's fine. Whenever you target this with a card, also apply fading attack 1. So if we put on barrier, I think, stuff like that. You always draw a card for this unit each hand, if possible. It's pretty good. An obsession. Whenever you reapply fixation to an enemy, this unit automatically triggers an extra auto action. I can't remember. Do we have much fixation on this one? We don't. So that's kind of pointless for us. Or maybe if it's any unit. Let's see that. Let's test it, shall we? Let's see if, because it doesn't specify, it just says whenever you reapply, meaning us as the player. Let's see. All right, let's go to the next cycle and battle the boss. Hopefully we do well. And we're back against the Genesis, who we've faced before as the votive. And it's Face of Rage. Whenever you play an offense card, this face's next special attack deals 5 bonus damage. This face has immunity to stagger, so when we see the Face of Rage, we shouldn't play offense cards. Might be tough to do. In the Face of Grief, which he has now, uses a special attack after 4 turns. This face has 99 armor. In the Face of Denial, after 3 turns, continuously uses a powerful siege attack. Face has immunity to debuffs. The nascent apocalypse given form. Alright. Okay. So he's going to do 25 damage off the rip. So we're going to send in our technicians. I need to get to that zone. Going to apply attack bonus there. Gonna put null barrier. But take cover. Oh no. Well, I just may have screwed over one of my units. I didn't mean to. Yep. Sucks. Learned my lesson. That was a terrible play. I get these zones mixed up. I thought that I miscalculated. Alright. That's okay. We're going to give Persistent Barrier up and get it up early. Seeker Beam. Okay. Let's go ahead. Start getting some damage. Get some tar. Damn. I'm upset with myself that I made such a ridiculous mistake. Okay, we gotta get the face to swap. Let's go ahead and get our armor bonus on these guys. Should have kept him in that guard zone. Okay. Guitar. I need to get these guys back up there. Okay, he's going on his 4th attack. We're gonna do that. Let's see, he's gonna not force to hit the guard zone, splash. Alright, so we don't know where he's gonna go. Let's get burn. Let's do shock. Let's see. We can hit him with that and seeker beam. Okay, now he's at the angry face. Oh wow. Guess I'll play all my... Oh god, such... Oh man, I knew it. Why did I... I'm really just shooting myself in the foot here. I just wasted those Ava's answers. But I really... they don't disappear. They do. They're one-time use. So not good. How do I get him to switch faces? Swats after special attack. It's not a special attack, is it? Which... Yeah. I made too many mistakes on this one to even have a chance at winning, which is unfortunate. So I gotta stagger him during the face of grief. Or, sorry, denial. Okay. Well, good to know for next time. Yeah, because I don't think we're gonna make it very far. Now he's at the face of anger again. So... sorry, face of rage. He's immune to stagger. And I can't play offensive ones. Just gonna have to keep the barrier up. Kind of hopeless. We're down to 1. Damn. Okay, let's get that down. Let's just keep that. And maybe he'll switch faces on his own. Okay. Damn. And it's that armor. Like, what can I do to switch it? Swaps face after special attack or recovery. I can't switch it. So he always has to switch it in his own, but I can stagger. Put that back. That's it. See, I think this guy got us last time. The miasma consumes all. All right. Well, we did make it to depth 3. Darn. Well, okay. Let's see what we unlocked, though. We got the shop trooper. So Deadshot. This gains an extra hit on its auto attack while in the guard zone. The most disciplined arbalists are equipped with bolt attachments and a manual with exact specifications for the situations that demand their usage. So he's got deal 9 damage and deal 12 critical damage. But that costs a favor. Ooh, it's a pretty heavy price. Okay, what did we unlock? The electro cannon. Electro cannon construction requires equal parts smarts and insanity, and they have high voltage. Increases shock detonation threshold by 5, so you can get more shock on before it detonates. Deal 9 damage, also hits each enemy affected by shock. I like that. It's kind of like a chain lightning. And apply shock 1. If the enemy intends to attack, apply shock 7 instead. So you can get 8 shock there and stack it, but it is only playable 2 times and requires 1 favor. So I have to build favor. All right. And I think that will do it for there. When we come back, we'll try and run another votive Descension and try out some of these new characters that we unlocked. Okay. In any case, I know that may have been an aggravating boss battle. I made some very rookie moves, I guess you could say. But we are learning still. And we're learning how things interact with each other. And I hope to continue to learn that and get better at the game and unlock everything else it has to offer. But in any case, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.